Hello everyone, Professor Aquino back again. Let's talk a little bit about how to use semicolons correctly. Semicolons join together two closely related sentences, and those are the only two things, or the only two types of sentences that semicolons can join together. If there is a complete sentence on either side of the semicolon, in front of the semicolon and after the semicolon, then you have a correct use of the semicolon. If, however, there's an incomplete sentence either in front of the semicolon or after the semicolon, then you don't need a semicolon in that situation. You're actually using the punctuation mark incorrectly. It'd be like signaling a left-hand turn when actually you mean that you want to go right. Right. Semicolons in sentences take the place of conjunctions, as we'll see in the examples that we look at below, or at least the first example that we look at below. So if semicolons are like traffic signs or traffic signals, what they basically are is the merge sign in punctuation. What they merge together are two complete sentences, just like two lanes merge together. Two complete sentences are merging together. So in our first example, we have a correct use of the semicolon. Valerie hates broccoli, semicolon, and Amy won't eat a meal without it. We have a complete sentence here, Valerie hates broccoli, followed by another complete sentence after the semicolon, Amy won't eat a meal without it. And remember, semicolons take the place of conjunctions. So the conjunction here between the two sentences would more than likely be a word like but. Valerie hates broccoli, comma, but Amy won't eat a meal without it would be another way that you could phrase the sentence. Or you can leave out the conjunction altogether and just use the semicolon. Basically, this would be okay because a reader reading this sentence would be able to fill in that missing conjunction without you having to add it, right? If we read the sentence to ourselves, it's pretty clear that the word but is what's combining these two ideas together, okay? Then we have an incorrect use of the semicolon. Remember, a semicolon is used incorrectly if there's an incomplete sentence either before the semicolon or after the semicolon. So we have Harrison wanted 3 things from the store, semicolon, batteries, deodorant, and gum. The first part of the sentence before the semicolon, yeah, we have a perfectly fine, complete sentence. But after the semicolon, we just have the phrase batteries, deodorant, and gum. And as a phrase just standing alone by itself, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So in this situation, this is actually the wrong punctuation mark to use. We'll see in a video on using colons why colons are the correct punctuation to use in this situation. So hopefully that helps you understand the basics of using a semicolon. There is a second rule, by the way, that is covered in your How to Write textbook on semicolon usage, but that's such not an obscure rule, but a use of the semicolon that it's not used very often. People don't create that type of sentence very often. So this is the only rule that you need to know, for example, for the quizzes that you're taking for this class, and also for the grammar tests that you'll take later on in the semester. So like I said, I hope this helps. And let me know if it does or if it doesn't. And let's move on to the next video.